I'm standing in my mother-in-law's closet, and I can't breathe. My wedding dress hangs on a mannequin in the corner. The one I wore 6 months ago. White lace, pearl buttons, the tiny champagne stain on the hem from when James's uncle spilled his drink. But that's not what's making my hand shake. It's the photograph. Pinned where the mannequin's face should be. A woman who looks exactly like me. Same dark hair. Same green eyes. Same smile. But it's not me. The photo is dated 2019. I didn't meet James until 2024. I hear footsteps on the stairs. Maya? Darling, what are you doing in there? Diane's voice is honey-sweet. It always is. I turn off the closet light and slip out before she reaches the landing. But I already know I can't unsee what I just saw. Let me tell you how I became a ghost in my own life. James was perfect. Not in the annoying, too good to be true way. In the real way. The way that made my friends jealous and my mother cry happy tears. We matched on a dating app in March. He was an architect. I designed book covers. Our first date lasted 7 hours. He'd been widowed 3 years earlier. Car accident in Portugal. His wife Rebecca never came home. I'm ready to love again, he told me on our 3rd date. I've grieved long enough. Red flag number 1. He never wanted to talk about her. Not her favorite food. Not how they met. Nothing. It's too painful, he'd say, and I was too empathetic to push. Red flag number 2. We moved fast. Too fast. Engaged in July. Married in November. When you know, James would say, kissing my forehead. I ignored the voice in my head screaming slow down. The wedding was small. James's mother Diane sat in the front row, smiling like a cat with a canary. Welcome to the family, Rebecca, she whispered when she hugged me. I laughed. It's Maya. Of course. Maya. I'm so sorry. But her eyes were cold. James didn't correct her. He was talking to his cousin. Red flag number 3. I let it go. After the honeymoon in Croatia, James suggested we move into his house. The one he'd shared with Rebecca. It's already furnished, he said. Would save so much money. I'd rather start fresh, I said carefully. His face fell. Actually fell, like I'd slapped him. This house means everything to me, Maya. Please. So I said yes. Because I loved him. Because I wanted to be the cool, understanding wife. Because I didn't know I was walking into a trap. If you're already hooked by this story, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, this gets darker. You won't want to miss what happens next. Month 1 in the house. I wanted to paint the bedroom. It was beige. Beige like a dentist's waiting room. Let's go with a soft blue, I suggested over breakfast. Diane was visiting. She visited constantly. Her coffee cup stopped halfway to her mouth. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Rebecca chose that color. It stays. I looked at James. He was scrolling on his phone. James? Mom's right. Let's not change things yet. Yet. That word should have been a warning. Month 2. I was cleaning out the attic for my art supplies when I found the boxes. Photo albums. Dozens of them. Rebecca smiled at me from every page. Dark hair like mine. Green eyes like mine. Even her nose looked like mine. I brought a photo downstairs. James, don't you think this is weird? He glanced at it. Shrugged. I have a type. Most people do. This isn't a type. This is a blueprint. He kissed my cheek. You're overthinking. But I wasn't. I was *underthinking star. I should have run right then. Month 3. Diane started calling me Rebecca. Rebecca, could you pass the salt? Rebecca, your hair looks lovely today. Rebecca, James loves roast chicken on Sundays. Don't forget. James never corrected her anymore. She's old, Meyer. Let it go. She was 63. Sharp as a knife. I opened my closet one morning and found my clothes rearranged. My bright yellow sundress was pushed to the back. My red blouse was gone. In the front, beige, cream, muted florals. Rebecca's colors. From the photos. Did you reorganize my closet? I asked James that night. Mom helped while you were at work. She's just trying to be useful. I don't want her touching my things. His jaw tightened. She's my mother, Meyer. Show some respect. First time he'd ever used that tone with me. I should have left. But I was embarrassed. I told everyone this marriage was perfect. Pride is a prison. Month 4. Wear the blue dress tonight, Diane said before a family dinner. I was going to wear the green one. The blue is more appropriate. I wore the green. Diane didn't speak to me all evening. James pulled me aside in the kitchen. Just wear what she suggests, okay? It makes things easier. Easier for who? He didn't answer. I found hair dye in my bathroom drawer the next day. Auburn. My hair was already dark brown. Rebecca's hair in the photos? Auburn. Stick with me. If you think this is intense now, just wait. Click subscribe so you don't miss the twist that changes everything. I started noticing the door. Second floor. End of the hallway. Always locked. Storage, James said when I asked. Can I see? It's just old furniture. Nothing interesting. But he wouldn't meet my eyes. I found the key in his nightstand drawer while he was at work. Small, brass, hidden under old receipts. My hands were shaking when I unlocked the door. The room was a shrine. Rebecca's face everywhere. Photos on the walls. Her clothes hanging in a wardrobe. Her perfume on the dresser. But it was the journals that destroyed me. Leather-bound. At least 20 of them. All Rebecca's handwriting. I opened the most recent one. Dated October 2019. Diane gave me another suggestion today. She wants me to cut my hair like her daughter wore it. The daughter who died when she was 19. I'm not her daughter. I'm not a replacement. But James just nods. He always nods. I feel like I'm disappearing. My blood went cold. I flipped back further. James doesn't see it. Or maybe he does and he's too damaged to care. Diane is remaking me. Every day, a little more of me disappears. I dye my hair the color her daughter had. I wear clothes her daughter would wear. I'm not Rebecca anymore. I'm a ghost. I read faster. I can't do this anymore. I've tried to talk to James, but he shuts down. He tells me I'm being dramatic. But I know what's happening. I'm being erased. Rewritten. Replaced by someone who died in a car accident 20 years ago. The last entry was November 2019. I'm leaving. Tonight. I've packed a bag. I'm going to disappear. Let them think I died. It's the only way to be free. If you're reading this, whoever you are, run. Don't be the next version of someone else. The journal slipped from my hands. Rebecca didn't die. She escaped. And I was her replacement. The doorbell rang downstairs. I shoved the journal in my bag and locked the room. Diane stood on the porch with groceries. Rebecca, help me with these. My name is Meyer. She smiled. Of course, dear. But her eyes said, not for long. I hired a private investigator the next morning. Find Rebecca Walsh. Last seen November 2019. Supposedly died in Portugal. It took him 4 days. Found her. She's alive. Living in Ashland, Oregon under the name Lily Parker. Runs a pottery studio. My heart was hammering. Are you sure? Positive. Want me to make contact? No. I'll do it. I found her studio's website. Sent an email through the contact form. Rebecca, you don't know me, but I'm married to James. I found your journals. I need to talk to you. Please. She responded in an hour. Meet me on Zoom tonight. 8 p.m. I'll send the link. Her face appeared on my laptop screen. Older. Different hair. But her eyes, sad, knowing eyes. You look like me, she said quietly. I know. How far along is it? What? The transformation. How much of you is left? I started crying. I don't know. My clothes. My hair color. The way I talk. Everything's changing and I don't know how to stop it. Rebecca's face hardened. You stop it by leaving. Tonight. I can't just. Yes, you can. I thought I couldn't either. I tried to fix it. Tried to make James see. But he's not the villain here. He's the other victim. What do you mean? She took a breath. Diane had a daughter. Catherine. James's older sister. She died in a car accident when she was 19. Diane never recovered. She started molding James's girlfriends. Turning them into Catherine. Hair. Clothes. Mannerisms. James was so traumatized by his sister's death that he just, went along with it. That's insane. That's grief. Weaponized grief. I lasted 5 years. By the end, I didn't recognize myself. I'd gained weight to match Catherine's build. Cut my hair like hers. Took up painting because she painted. I was becoming a ghost. So you faked your death. I ran away and let them believe what they wanted. It was the only way to be free. And now you're the new project. I felt sick. What do I do? Document everything. Get a lawyer. And whatever you do, don't confront them until you're ready to leave. The second you push back, they'll escalate. Escalate how? You'll see, Trust me. The call ended. I sat in the dark for an hour. Then I started recording. If you're thinking, what would I do in this situation? Drop a comment below. And subscribe, because this story is about to explode. I played along for 2 weeks. Smiled when Diane suggested I wear beige. Nodded when she corrected my posture. Let her touch my hair and murmur, it would look lovely a bit shorter. But I was documenting everything. Videos. Voice memos. Screenshots. I contacted a divorce lawyer. Got my finances in order. Called my sister. Come stay with me, she begged. Tonight. Not yet. I need to do this right. Then came the dinner. Diane called me that morning. Special family dinner tonight. 7 p.m. Don't be late, Rebecca. Meyer. Yes, of course. I knew something was coming. I could feel it. I wore a wire. Small recording device tucked in my bra. James picked me up at 6:45. He was quiet. Nervous. What's this dinner about? Mom has a surprise. My stomach dropped. The dining room was set like a funeral. White candles. White tablecloth. White flowers. And in the corner, on a mannequin, my wedding dress. But the mannequin had a face. A photograph. Pinned where the head should be. A young woman. 19. Dark hair. Green eyes. Catherine. Diane stood beside it, beaming. Do you like it? I had this made special. So you'd never forget who you are. James was smiling. Actually smiling. Mom worked so hard on this, he said softly. I felt like I was going to vomit. This is beautiful, Diane, I heard myself say. Can I take a video to remember it? Of course, dear. I pulled out my phone. Recorded the mannequin. Diane's proud face. Jamesy's eerie smile. Then I set the phone down. I need to say something. Diane clasped her hands. Yes? I'm not Catherine. The room went silent. I'm not Rebecca. I'm not whoever you're trying to make me. I'm Meyer. And I'm leaving. I placed the divorce papers on the table. Jamesy's face crumbled. What? No. Meyer, we can talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. You knew what was happening. You watched your mother erase me and you let it happen. Diane's voice turned to ice. How dare you? After everything I've done for you. Everything you've done to me. I found Rebecca's journals. I know about Catherine. I know what you've been doing. You ungrateful. I'm grateful for one thing. I'm grateful I got out before I disappeared completely. James was crying now. Real, broken sobs. I didn't mean. I didn't know. Yes, you did. You just didn't care enough to stop it. I picked up my phone. My bag. My keys. Don't contact me. My lawyer will be in touch. Diane screamed after me as I walked out. Something about betrayal. About selfishness. I didn't look back. I moved back into my old apartment. I'd kept the lease. Some part of me always knew I'd need an escape route. My friends came over. My sister stayed for a week. They helped me remember who I was. I started a blog. Losing Yourself, Coercive Control in Marriage. I shared my story. Every detail. It went viral in 3 days. My inbox flooded with messages. This happened to me. I thought I was crazy. Thank you for putting words to what I couldn't explain. A week after I posted, a package arrived. Inside, a ceramic bowl. Beautiful. Hand-thrown. Deep blue glaze. The note said, *, welcome back to the land of the living. You're braver than you know. R.E*. Rebecca. I put the bowl on my kitchen table. A reminder that escape was possible. 3 months later, I was at a coffee shop when I saw him. James. With a woman. She had dark hair. Green eyes. She was wearing beige. And she looked terrified. Our eyes met across the cafe. He looked away immediately. The woman was talking, but he wasn't listening. He was staring at his phone. The same way he used to with me. I walked over. Hi. I'm Meyer. The woman looked up. I'm Sarah. I handed her my business card. If you ever need to talk, I'm here. She took it with shaking hands. I saw the recognition in her eyes. James said nothing. Just stared at the table. I walked away. Sarah texted me that night. How did you know? I've been where you are. And I can help you get out. I'm scared. I know. But you're not alone anymore. I see Diane sometimes. At the grocery store. At the bank. She pretends she doesn't know me. But I always smile. Because I won. I got out. I found myself again. And now I help other women do the same. I wasn't the side chick. I wasn't the mistress. I was the understudy. The replacement. The ghost of someone who died 20 years ago. But I chose to be haunted no more. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe. I share real stories about relationships, control, and finding your way back to yourself. Drop a comment telling me, have you ever felt like you were losing yourself in a relationship? You're not alone. And if you know someone who needs to hear this story, share it. You might just save someone's life. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.